Alrighty. Hey everybody. So this is going to be my Monday night Dead by Daylight video. Tomorrow will be my first Tuesday evening Paladins video. Monday and Tuesday are my main days for making videos right now. But I think I will try to expand more and maybe make some for Saturday and Sunday as well. That way I have a pretty good basis on when I can on what happened during the week for both of those games, since they're my two main games I play. And yeah, so for today I'd like to talk about the recent tweet that Dead by Daylight sent out. Sorry, anyway, I'd like to point out basically a teaser, just like a pre-showing of the PTB, which for the mid-chapter patch, which is coming out tomorrow for those of you who are on PC who can play. Sadly, as a console boy, I will not be able to do anything except watch and give feedback based on what I can see, but I figured I may as well give my opinions based on what I can read here. So, and right after we get to these, we'll play a game of Spirit, just so we can, because I've been craving the Spirit lately. Anyway, so the first up is the Executioner changes. So good old Pyramid Head, he's getting some changes. Basically, the devs went over how survivors in a lot of situations will feel like there's a lose-lose situation. Either they throw the pallet and get hit, or they don't throw the pallet and they get hit from him canceling his ability and having next to no cooldown. So they're making two changes to Pyramid Head. Because of this scenario, the Pyramid Head player, combine that with the extreme punishment of missing an attack, no Pyramid Head hardly ever uses his ability except for when he has a guaranteed hit during an animation, because missing it costs too much time and there's not as much for survivors to react to, I guess. But anyway, regardless, they're increasing the delay after canceling Rites of Judgment before he can attack with his M1. We don't know how long this is going to be, we just know that it is going, and they are also decreasing the delay after attacking with Punishment of the Damned. So the devs are hoping that this will encourage Pyramid Head to use his ability more often, and that survivors will have a way to get around it. Personally, if you want my opinion on this, I feel like they're missing the mark. I feel like they need to make Pyramid Head's line attack a bit easier to land, because currently it's super easy to dodge if they're not locked in an animation. So I think this is actually going... I just have a bad feeling this is going to go pretty terribly, just because of that. And then we have... So that's basically it for Pyramid Head. We'll have to wait on the PTB to see what the actual numbers are, because they've declined to give them to us. They're making a bunch of perk changes as well. So I'll give my opinion on each perk as I go through them. So Trail of Torment, they're changing it to where now when the killer kicks the generator, they will keep the undetectable status effect until either A, the generator stops regressing, or B, they down a survivor. So this makes the perk significantly more useful. It still tells the survivors when the killer's in stealth, but the killer will not lose that stealth until they've either touched the generator or he's downed someone. So that could possibly be a pretty useful perk. That's a much better perk than what it was before. Forced Penance, they're just adding 20 seconds onto the broken status effect. The perk is still going to be trash. I don't think anyone's going to use it because they're missing the point as to why the perk is bad. Blood Pact, this one kind of worries me. Blood Pact's haste effect that it gives is now no longer tied to a time limit. It is now going to last until the two survivors... until the two survivors are no longer within 16 meters of each other. So that means as long as you're within 16 meters of the dude who healed you when you have Blood Pact on as the Obsession, or if the Obsession heals you, you will not lose that 7% speed boost until you've gotten a distance away from each other. That perk could possibly be very broken. Why? Because 16 meters is a decent distance, and it can be very easy for someone just to hide while the other person's getting chased and just creep around with a flashlight, staying as close by as they possibly can. And they can also run something like head-on in order to actually assist with the chase. And this could extend chases to a ridiculous amount of time. Like, it's insane how bad this might get if it's not handled properly. We'll have to wait and see. but it seems like another perk that Survivor Friends could abuse. Any means necessary. They are cutting the cooldown down to 60 seconds, and they are adding a Scorefint for resetting a pallet. So the perk is just in general going to be better, you're going to get to use it more often, and you'll get some blood points for your troubles. Cruel Limits, they're just increasing the range of that perk to 32 meters. Once again, I think this perk is still going to be bad because they're missing the point as to why it's bad in the first place. But we'll have to wait and see. I just don't see it being used. For the people, they're just adding a scoring event. It's going to be the same as before, which is good. It doesn't need a buff. It's a pretty good perk as it is. Mindbreaker. Increasing the duration of the exhaustion effect. They say here it's by a few seconds, and if it's just like 4 or 5 seconds or something, it's not going to be very good still. Once again, missing the point as to why the perk is bad. It's bad because it only works for the first half of the gen. It should be for the entire gen. That way, working on gens, they can't just sprint burst off of them. They have to give themselves some time. Slippery Meat. They're removing the bear trap escape chance bonus, and they are increasing the chance to self-unhook with Slippery Meat. Basically, they're changing this just to make the perk a little better, and also because they don't like perks that counter a specific killer for just that reason. Thanatophobia. This one could either be really good or really bad, depending on what the values are changed to. They're removing the heal speed penalty, which this worries me a bit because they just added a perk from the Blights chapter from Felix that can allow you to heal very quickly, because it's yet another perk that allows you to heal faster. And then they're increasing the penalty on other actions. Once again, we don't have the numbers on this, so we don't know. If they don't increase it to at least 6%, this perk is not going to be very good anymore. So we'll have to wait and see. We're going to live forever. They've added new ways to get tokens for it, so it's not just for safe unhooks. And they've also added the increased healing speed when healing a dying survivor. So this is pretty good in that regard. It makes the perk actually have a use as, I guess, an anti-slugging perk. And then you also get new ways to get tokens, so you can actually get the bonus blood points a bit more often. That's going to be nice. Technician. Now, whenever you fail a skill check with Technician, it will always muffle the sound of the generator exploding. However, whenever the penalty you receive for blowing up the gen is increased, this is basically to help it be like it was supposed to be, a nice beginner perk, or for people who don't know how to do skill checks. Well, now there's a cost to it, muffling the sound of the gen. Here's the most controversial one. Pop Goes the Weasel. They're reducing the maximum time from 60 for the perk to be active from 60 seconds to 45. So that's a pretty decent chunk of time taken off of it. Basically, they say their only reasoning for changing this perk is that they felt it was a bit too lenient, because you could get pop active, potentially chasing down another survivor, and then still be able to use the pop. Now, the reason why this is controversial, even though I don't think this will make the perk bad, it's controversial because this perk they're literally changing this perk for the same reason that a perk like Decisive Strike. Decisive Strike is clearly a problem perk, and it is more powerful than Pop is overall if you really dig into the numbers. And yet, Pop is getting nerfed, but Decisive Strike is not getting touched at all. So, that's a bit iffy. I agree with everyone. They should have hit DS if they were going to hit Pop Goes the Weasel. It's not really fair, because that perk, Decisive, is actually causing some problems in the game right now. Meanwhile, Pop is just doing what it's supposed to be doing. They're also simplifying perk rarities. Basically, every tier 3 perk is now going to be purple, every tier 2 green, and every tier 1 yellow. So that's going to be nice, because this way it'll make it easier to find perks, because perks are sorted alphabetically, but they're also sorted by rarity, so it kind of threw it off a little bit. But now all the perks will look nice and purple and clean, and you'll be able to find them easier. And then they just went over again how the Macmillan Estate maps are the next maps that are going to be graphically updated for this mid-chapter patch. I can't wait to take a look and see what it's like. So, yeah, that's basically all the news they've given us so far. I don't know if there's more to it than that, but I'm going to assume that there's going to be some bug fixes, and that might be about it. So, yeah, we'll have to wait till tomorrow and see what that is. My overall thoughts? I like that they're doing a patch where they're working on a lot of perks. this patch is also the first patch where they're taking a look at a chapter. They're basically, from now on, they're gonna, when a chapter comes out, when then after, right out in the mid chapter after the next chapter comes out, they're going to be reviewing the perks and characters in Killer from those chapters, and they're going to be rearranging them if they have to, whether they're too weak or too strong. So Pyramid Head was the first Killer that chapter that they've done this with, and so yeah, this is the result of it. I'm really hoping that the Pyramid Head changes don't make him feel like crap to play, because that would be a real disappointment, because I really like him. Jesusaurus Hex. I like that name. So I think I'll just play one match today. This is going to be a bit of a shorter video, just because there's not really a whole lot to cover at the moment. But, like I said, I'll be trying to get some more uploading done, and of course I'll be streaming right after this video is made. Of course, my stream will probably be over by the time this gets uploaded, because, you know, well, maybe it will, maybe it won't. But if you want to check me out on my Twitch, it's Immortals96, same as here on YouTube, same as my gamer tag. So yeah, go ahead and drop by if you'd like. It's always nice to see some new faces. I stream a variety of games. Dead by Daylight and Paladins are my two main games that I stream the most often, but sometimes I'll stream stuff like Apex Legends. And maybe some other games if I ever feel like it. But anyway, you get the gist. I'll be trying to make some more videos. I might try to do Saturday and Sunday on top of Monday and Tuesday, just so I have some extra content to show, and I get a good coverage of the week, the events over the course of a week, for both of the games. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for Paladins just yet, but I'll figure it out. I want to start including that game into my YouTube a little bit, because I play it quite often. Alright. Wretched Shop. I wonder what the Autohaven maps are going to look like once they get graphically changed. I'm actually excited to see some of these. The Macmillan Estate maps look phenomenal based on what we've seen. I see someone moving over there. Yeah, there they are. Somehow I could not see her. Sorry about that. I can't believe I missed. I haven't played DBD in a few days, so do forgive me. I've been playing a lot of Sekiro over the weekend, because I just got the game as an early birthday present from a good friend of mine. There. That was weird. Well, thanks for breaking that for me. Those are two decently safe pallets. I gotta shake the rust off, dude. Oh, thanks for the God pallet. Man, how come I can't hear you worth a shit? Damn, how did that not work? Alright, I'm not gonna be able to... Gem's still sparking. I wish footsteps were working. I'm hoping that gets fixed. That's what I want more than anything out of this next patch. Just please fix the footsteps so we can actually hear them. It's supposed to be a tool for killers to use. Let us use them. Like, I didn't think that's that much to ask, is it? Do you have light or something? I could have sworn I saw the grass move, but I don't think I did. Let's get that out of here. Thought someone was hiding in that locker. Fuck, he slow vaulted it. I didn't think he would. Nice. Finally, I got someone with that. These guys have been playing it real safe. I mean, it helps they have a lot of pallets to use at the moment. She fucked up and it lucked out on her. Her screw up made me screw up. Unbelievable. Cool. Unfortunately, they're healing quite quickly, so I'm not getting as much use out of Thana as I would have liked. Over there. This gen's more done, so... Man, they were healing quick. Nice. Right. She had some pretty predictable routing there. What the? I thought for sure I'd nail her on that one. Oh well. Thanks for the free pallet. Iron will. No, never mind. She didn't make any noise till I got close. Crazy. We're just cranking him. She will not let this gen go. That should have been a grab, in my opinion. There's no pallet here anymore. Alright, got 3 Thanatophobia stacks. So this'll... Oh, nice! And got one dead too. And I'm gonna pop this gen once again. This'll buy me a decent amount of time. Wow, hit her at the very second she finished healing. Ain't that a bitch. Nice. Beautiful. That must be a crazy medkit you got there. I almost ran right past him. Nice. 2 down. Let's just crack this gen since I'm right here. Sprint burst, I wasn't sure. Oh, that was some big brainness right there. Oh, nice. Oh. I probably could have just ran after her and got her. I thought for sure she was going to insta-drop. Definitely a close match. But thankfully, Pop saved the day. She got a little too greedy for that specific gen. Oh, she did have Dead Hard. Damn. Wow. Oh, now you're dead. You are quiet. I don't think she has iron. No, I don't think she has Iron Will, but man, it's hard to track her with this. GG. I haven't played Spirit in a while. Awesome. Ironically, right when I get my remove my other challenge. No Iron Wills on any of them. Just quiet. Interesting. Oh well, GG. So yeah, in summary, this mid-chapter will feature changes to Pyramid Head and a nice little group of perks. Most of the changes I feel aren't going to be very impactful, and I really feel like some of these perks could use a little bit more, especially the killer-oriented perks. Except for Trail of Torment. Trail of Torment's just fine. That change is pretty solid. Don't know if the perk's going to be like great or anything, but it's significantly better than it was, so I can't really complain about it. And as for Pyramid Head himself, well, we can only hope that these changes prove to be for the better of him, and hopefully don't make him worse. So anyway, I thank you all for coming out. I will attempt to keep the schedule as consistent as possible from now on. Once again, like I said at the beginning, if you want to watch me stream this game and other games, visit me on my Twitch at Immortals96, TTV/Immortal96, to be specific. So, I really hope you'll come out, and yeah, everyone have a good day.